I'm Brian Davis for your Miami Hurricanes football postgame recap. Friday night, the Miami Hurricanes back in the win column as they pull off the upset, as they upset 23rd ranked Virginia Cavaliers in ACC play Friday night down at Hard Rock Stadium in South Florida in Miami as they upset the 23rd ranked Virginia Cavaliers by a score of 17-9 after bouncing back after a heartbreaking 42-35 loss to the Virginia Tech Hokies last Saturday down at Hard Rock Stadium. They were able to rebound to pick up their first win in ACC play as they win by a score of 17-9. As the it was a great game for the for the Hurricanes. The defense played very well. As we're looking up to the standings, the Miami Hurricanes it was the Cavaliers outgaining the Hurricanes 318 total yards to only the Hurricanes 265 as Nikasi Perry, filling in for Jared Williams, started Friday night, was 16 out of 27 for 182 yards and a touchdown pass. Well, Bryce Perkins was 24-41 for 244 yards. He had also rushed for 17 more yards, so he had four altogether. He had 244. He ended up having in the contest, he ended up having 271 total yards for the night, as he actually had 17 carries for 27 yards. And at the end, he ended up having, for the contest, he ended up having 265 total all-purpose yards. And Hassie Dubose had 7 carries for 93 yards in the contest, averaging 7 catches for 93 yards, 13.3 yards per catch. And then Wayne Tuiapahopa, 8 catches for 27 yards, averaging 3.4 yards. And Terrell Jenna, 4 catches, 39 yards, averaging 9.8 yards as well. And for the Hurricanes, as DJ Dallas had a great game, 13 carries for 63 yards, averaging 4.8 yards a pop. KJ Osborne ended up having 4 carries, or caught 4 balls for 60 yards, and he averaged 15 yards a catch. Brevin Jordan, 2 catches for 48 yards, averaging 24 yards. And then Davidson, who replaced Bubba Baxter, who had been so inconsistent for the previous 4 games. He was 1 for 1 with a 19-yard field goal. He was 2 for 2 on his extra points. So with the win, the Hurricanes pick up their first win in the ACC Coastal Division. They're now 1-2 in the ACC Coastal Division and 4-2 overall. And it was a must-win game for the Hurricanes, while the Cavaliers of Virginia dropped to 2-1 in the ACC Coastal Division and 3-2 overall. Next game for the Miami Hurricanes will be 1 week from Saturday. Next Saturday that will be on October the 19th. Next Saturday they'll be back at home. It will be an early start. Miami will take on the Georgia Tech Bulldogs as they continue in Atlantic Coast Conference ACC play in their division. They'll take on Georgia Tech back at Hard Rock Stadium. The kickoff time for this important game for the Hurricanes to get back into the race in the ACC Coastal Division will be next Saturday, 1 week from Saturday at 12 noon Eastern will be the kickoff. That'll be an afternoon kickoff at 12 noon Eastern, and the game will be seen on the ACC network, and you can catch the game listening on the Hurricanes flagship station, WQAM 560 AM, as Joe Zaki will give you the play-by-play, the voice of Hurricanes football. Hurricanes will be back on the Hurricanes flagship station, WQAM 560 AM, the home of Hurricanes football. For the latest news on Miami Hurricanes football and so much more, go to hurricanesports.com. Once again, Friday night at Hard Rock Stadium in South Florida, in Miami, The Miami Hurricanes upset 23rd ranked Virginia Cavaliers at Hard Rock Stadium in South Florida in Miami Friday night. The final score, Miami 17 and Virginia 9. I'm Brian Davis for your Miami Hurricanes post-game recap. Go Canes!